Hi there, Cosmic Family. My name is Jehliali in this incarnation. We have the moon going through Capricorn and it is going to stay there until January 28th, which enters in Aquarius, and then we prepare ourselves for the new moon. And we can take advantage of the passage of the moon in here to give practicality to our lives, to focus ourselves and concretize certain things, because most of the planets right now are distributed in elements of air and water, which are associated to the mind, respectively, and the emotions. So we are the ones that we have to rebalance the lack of fire, which is linked with action, and earth materialization. Uranus, it is in Taurus and it is an earth sign, and it is bringing, sorry, a lot of movements that could be unexpected, that could be I'm not getting the word in English right now, but they are happening in perfect synchronicity because they are giving signals of the changes that we need to generate in terms of resources, in terms of through the physical body, through, shaking our situations that we associate with stability. So everything that is going, that is happening out of the common, it is showing us what we need to let go of also, because that is not representing our value or the value that we are giving, we should give to ourselves, or the value that we should give to our resources, and how we are going to share our resources too. How we are going to contribute with something of value into the community. Because together with the new moon in Aquarius, we are starting big changes in the next 6 months. So these activations are a key because, Uranus this year, this 2025, it is going to stay, it is going to make a little passage from July to November in Gemini, and then returns to Taurus. And in April of 2026, it makes its definite entrance there in Gemini. So the activations that we are having, the important ones especially, and we are going to have one in the full moon in Leo this month, they are closing a cycle of Uranus there in that Taurus area of our natal chart. So in a few hours, it is Mercury is entering in Aquarius, at least here in Argentina, and this is inviting us to practice radical honesty with ourselves, to communicate what we think, beyond, the things that we think are not perhaps very well accepted by the environment, which is not an excuse to to mask the violence through this is what I think. This is something very, very naturalized in social media nowadays, and I think that many people that behave that way with others, I think they wouldn't do that in person. So this is about certain coherence on the ways that we are communicating in social media and in our lives too. I think this is something that we all have a lot of to learn. I include myself in this. I am talking about debating and opening ourselves to ideas that perhaps are not aligned with the ones that we are sustaining, without falling into violence, or without wanting the other person, without wanting the other person to think what we are thinking. So this is something that I think we all should develop, a healthy debate or a healthy respect for other people's ideas. So, I forgot what I was about to say. Okay, Mercury in here also invites us to the detachment of the experiences that are anchoring us in a not positive way, to focus in what helps us to connect the pieces in our reality more than the things that are separating. I mean, the function of the mind, it is precisely to divide and to give a structure to things so we can understand. But it is important in here to see the multiplicity of the universe, that is always fitting in a more in a greater context. I mean, one cell, it is just simply one cell, but it starts to divide, and then it creates an organism, and that organism can become an individual, and that individual with other individuals, it is a community, and we can continue until, understanding that the cosmic intelligence, it is like embracing everything. But here in Aquarius, it is a more elevated look that can enable us to observe with objectivity between the possibilities. Of course, we are going to we are going to see through the subjectivity that we are as individuals too. So the shadow of Mercury in here could be linked with rationalizing or disconnecting from emotions, and emotions cannot be rationalized. Emotions only can be felt. And I think that truly objectivity, it is also an integration of an internal experience. It is not the rejection of some part. So with this, nor the mind nor the emotions are the guidance. It is the superior consciousness that inhabits us when we are in total presence. But I think it is important to accept whatever thing it is happening inside. So to redirect the energy. I think it is interesting this transit in the context of the conjunction of Venus and Neptune in Pisces, that we are all feeling it, because, well, I am seeing this in its polarities, and there is a tendency for some people to project an ideal, perhaps an ideal of what other person they want to be, or an ideal of what they want a situation to be. So this could bring a fall of expectations, because, well, with this conjunction, we can overlook the facts or the things that are being shown through the facts, and because of wanting to experiment that inner desire, so it is important to take that in account. But also, I think it is an event that is impulsing many people to reconnect with their true dreams and desires of the soul, to observe if the reality that they are creating, it is actually aligned with that. And in that sense, this could be a transit of great inner listening and of trusting in that what we are feeling, to move forward into that. But also, it is important to not associate dreams or desires of the soul with ideals of perfection, because this is something that this is a distortion of the energy of Pisces or Neptune, to understand things as no challenges, as everything is constantly as I want. And actually, that emerges from an immaturity. I don't know if this is a word, a lack of maturity. It is more associated with an inner child that wants to experiment certain things. So, well, I am going to end this video here. Thank you, everyone, and see you in the next one. Ciao, ciao.